Hello everybody and welcome to Nick's Stream. Get your wallets ready because the month of October is wild for physical releases on the Nintendo Switch. So let's check it out. Everybody, welcome back. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit that bell for notifications. And let's jump into the physical releases coming out in the month of October. Okay, the first release, releasing on October 4th, is Fist Forged in Shadow. Fist Forged in Shadow is a super cool cyberpunk Metroidvania where you play as a rabbit with a robotic arm. Looks really cool. From what I understand, the gameplay lets you upgrade your character to the point where it's a Metroidvania, but it also feels like a beat 'em up the way the combat is in the game. So it looks like a lot of fun. I hear it focuses on a lot on a parry move, which I generally don't like having to focus on parry moves in games, but the game does look like a lot of fun, so check this one out, and I can't wait for it myself.
Hero of this world, but Brayton, in this world, you are the insane one.
Next up, also on October 4th, is Alfred Hitchcock's Vertigo. Now this is a cool looking game based on Alfred Hitchcock's story Vertigo. It is a point-and-click adventure in the style of Telltale's games. It looks pretty good. I'm kind of excited for this one, but I don't know a lot about it. I hear this thing is kind of glitchy here and there, so I don't know. We'll see when it comes out if it gets good reviews.
I'd love to believe in ghosts.
Ed, you heard me?
Next up on October 6th, we got NieR Automata coming out on the Nintendo Switch. It is a game developed by Platinum Games, published by Square Enix. Looks pretty cool. Looks like Platinum Games style game, so in the style of Bayonetta type combat, original God of War style game. From what I hear, it plays a lot like Devil May Cry, so it looks like a lot of fun. I've always been curious about this game, but now that it's coming to the Switch, I'll probably finally pick it up. Probably when it goes on sale, but I'll probably pick it up either way.
Everything that lives is designed to end.
Next up, on October 7th, we got No Man's Sky coming to the Nintendo Switch. Now, when this game originally launched, nobody liked it because they promised a bunch of stuff in the game and it didn't deliver, but over time, they did add all that stuff they promised with patches. So this is the fully patched version, ready to go. And it's essentially space exploration. You go to explore all these planets. I think the planets are all procedurally generated, so they're all random, the stuff that's on them. So it looks kind of interesting. I feel it may get boring over time, but it still looks like it could be a lot of fun. Next up in the North American release and the wide release of TMNT Shredder's Revenge is coming on October 11th. Now this game, I do already have the European copy, which released just over a month ago, I think, maybe a little bit longer. And I played through it, I've fully upgraded all the characters, fully done the game. This is probably the second best beat-em-up game released on the Switch, number one being Streets of Rage 4, of course. This one is a lot of fun as well. I strongly recommend you pick this one up. Next up, also on October 11th, is a survival horror game called In Sound Mind. I believe this game is on one of my upcoming releases from like a year or two ago, because this game just keeps on getting pushed back. Maybe it's finally releasing. It's got a set date, and that date's coming up, so maybe it is going to come out. This is a first-person survival horror puzzle game. Looks pretty fun, so I would check this one out too if you don't get a chance.
In Sound Mind is a psychological horror experience, focusing on old-school fun horror gameplay. Players wake up in an eerie old building, playing Desmond Wales, the small-town therapist, and our main protagonist. As he explores the old building, Desmond soon discovers special cassette tapes that contain recorded sessions with his patients. By playing the tapes, Desmond enters the puzzling psyches of the individuals.
Next up on October 14th, we have a game called Arrowheart. This is a 16-bit pixel-style Legend of Zelda game. It looks pretty cool. It looks just like A Link to the Past, and I've been kind of craving something like that lately, so I'm kind of excited for this one to come out as well.
Take a stand and face the looming evil that is taking over Engard as we speak. For you are the only one able to keep it at bay. You must prevail, Arrowheart.
Next up on October 20th, we have Warhammer 40k Shoots Us, Blood, and Teeth coming on the Nintendo Switch. Now, this game looks pretty cool. I don't know much about Warhammer. I know it's those little figures people like to paint all the time, but this game looks cool. It's a side-scroller, hand-drawn art style shooter. It looks pretty cool. It looks like it supports up to 4 players, so it looks like it could be a lot of fun. Definitely check out this one because it looks like it could be a lot of fun arcade-style side-scroller shooting. So it looks kind of like, you know, those other classics I love, like Guns, Gore, and Cannolis and stuff like that. So check this one out. It looks really cool. Next up, we have the follow-up to the shovelware, but actually pretty good Cobra Kai. This is Cobra Kai 2 Dojos Rising. Now, this is a 3D beat-em-up game. The first one was a lot of fun, surprisingly. Graphics suck on it, but the game was actually pretty fun, and for a while it was hard to get because I guess they underestimated how many copies they would sell. And so this one looks like it continues the storyline of Cobra Kai. So the first game, I feel, focused on seasons 1, 2, and 3. And then it looks like this one's focused on seasons 4 and 5. So it looks like this could be a lot of fun as well.
Even the smallest tree requires strong roots. A single quill cannot make a bird soar through the skies. A serpent is only as strong as its venom. A fist is stronger than the sum of 5 fingers.
Next up on October 20th, we have Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. This is the follow-up to Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Now, that is a cool turn-based XCOM style combat game. I had a lot of fun, a lot of strategy in this game playing the first one. The graphics in the first one were absolutely stunning. One of the best-looking games on the Switch, I feel. This one looks like it's going to improve on that as well, so I'm really looking forward to this one, too.
Wait, is that Bowser? And he's joining the team? Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope rockets onto Nintendo Switch October 20th.
Looks like Telltale Games is back. On October 21st, releases new Tales from the Borderlands Deluxe Edition on the Nintendo Switch. Now this is, like I said, it is the reincarnation of Telltale Games, point-and-click adventure games. I generally like Telltale Games, mostly especially when they're based on franchises I care about. I do not care about Borderlands. I played the original one. I didn't enjoy it. It's not my type of game. I don't like those types of RPG-style games. But I do love point-and-click adventures, so this one is on my list of games I'd like to eventually pick up. Probably when it goes on clearance, used, something like that, I'll pick it up.
Sometimes, all it takes to change the galaxy is a trio of losers trying to get through a bad day.
Next up on October 28th is probably the big Nintendo release of the month, and that is Bayonetta 3. If you haven't played Bayonetta, it is a silly God of War style, Devil May Cry style game made by Platinum Games. This one's published by Nintendo. The original one was published by Sega, and Nintendo published the last two. Now this one does look like a lot of fun, a lot of new mechanics added to this. If you like 3D action combat games, this is a lot of fun, a lot of combo making, stuff like that. It looks like they added a lot of new cool elements. Graphics look great, and I'm excited about this one.
It seems I'm unfashionably late, but I'm ready to give you everything you want.
And the last one for the month of October that I am interested in comes out on October 28th, and that is Baldo, the Guardian Owls. This game looks cool. I've been eyeing this game ever since it was originally announced. Cool looking cel-shaded top-down but isometric style Zelda type game. Looked like a lot of fun. Apparently when it released it was glitchy and it was rough around the edges, pretty bad, but apparently with the updates they've made the game a lot better, and which is great because they're going to release that fully updated game on the Nintendo Switch in physical form. I'm glad that the broken one never got released, and the fully updated one is getting released on the cartridge, so I'm super excited about that. Well, everybody, this has been the physical releases of Nintendo Switch games coming out for the month of October that I am looking forward to. Comment down below. Let me know what games you're looking forward to for the month of October. We'll see you later.